This past week saw an event that had a lot of folks looking up. Last Monday's eclipse of the sun was as American as it was total.
The eclipse could be seen in most of North America, but an estimated 10 million people traveled to get into the path of totality, where day literally turned into night. One person, TWILA's Neil Melancon, traveled to South Carolina for it. His in-laws were lucky enough to be right on the line for totality there in Lexington, South Carolina. Neil told us the experience was like nothing he'd ever seen and well worth the trip. The eclipse inspired a slew of social media posts ranging from awe to, well, as we're about to see in trending, boredom. But it had a lot of us here looking up. The next eclipse will not be until 2024. While Neil was in South Carolina, Karl Wiggers went to watch the eclipse from his family's farm in northeast Louisiana. There he got some great time-lapse video as the sun was partially covered by the moon and partially covered by clouds. Here you see his cousin Drew Wiggers stop his tractor long enough to show his son, David Michael, the partial eclipse. It was a special moment for that entire family, and I know that I had a lot of fun with it as well.
I feel like I missed it because I didn't have the glasses.
We're going to see that in a moment too, because we're going online for a total eclipse of the trending on TWILA this week.
This week's total solar eclipse was certainly the most famous eclipse in history, but astronomers, scientists, and media experts agree that this solar event was the most viewed, most tweeted, most shared event ever in human history.
Social media went crazy on Monday, and many telecommunications experts feared the event would crash the internet with so many people uploading their photos and videos online. The eclipse truly produced some breathtaking photos.
It really did. NASA broadcast their continuous coverage of the entire path of the eclipse from start to finish on Facebook Live. But some of our favorite posts came from farmers and folks right here in the ag community.
The Washington Post conducted a Facebook live stream of the eclipse at Fernhill Myotonic Goat Farm in Tennessee to see if the flock would be startled by the total solar eclipse. Good idea in theory, but nah, it didn't seem to faze them at all.
I shared it on our page, and a lot of people seem to like to watch it. On the Southern Farming Facebook page, we saw plenty of ag-related eclipse posts, some that even made us chuckle. Peggy Glasgow shared her eclipse preparation in Tennessee, where she said it's serious business taking care of these mama cows.
Patrick Chapman posted this pretty awesome photo of his combine running during the eclipse.
And of course, we saw plenty of welding helmets and goggles as people were prepping for the eclipse. My favorite was Hall Schneider's photo on Instagram. About halfway there, he says.
Leave it to Hall. Texas Farm Bureau posted a great photo to celebrate the eclipse. Once upon a time, there was light in my life. Now there's only dark at the barn. Nothing I can do. A total eclipse of the farm. Clever, quite clever.
I thought you might like that. We even had a little fun with the event on our own, posting our own eclipse-ready photo on Monday, and if you didn't see that, you can get a look at it right here.
And whether you bought into the hype of the solar eclipse craze or not, it's safe to say that most of us looked at the sky at some point on Monday to catch a glimpse of this incredible solar phenomenon. And I know that I went over and had lunch with my wife, and so we had to do the solar selfie is what we called it. The solar selfie with our glasses on and everything. And I took a few pictures as well.
Well, I was so proud of myself. I was prepared. I got out there an hour ahead of time, had everything set up. And I thought that I missed it, but technically I just didn't really get to see it. I tried 2 pairs of sunglasses.
That didn't work out. It's amazing how much light still comes through. You know, you couldn't really tell that there was an eclipse because it was so bright outside.
Yeah. We also saw a lot of great posts from farmers and ranchers who were busy in the field this harvest season. Luke Says shared some awesome drone video of his very first rice crop, and it looks great from this view.
Robert Duncan shared several rain videos with the TWILA Harvest hashtag. Like so many farmers in the state, wet weather is delaying harvest for farmers who desperately need to be in the field.
Leslie Martin Young posted these photos to Instagram as they started harvesting soybeans in Franklin Parish. In the same area, Scott Wiggers shared this photo of a late-night corn harvesting. Thanks, Scott, for reminding us that farming is never a 9-to-5 job.
Ryan Yerby shared plenty of harvest posts with us on Facebook. Our favorite one says, "When you're rained out, but your neighbors call for help. A great example of the character of the farming community.
And harvest season is just getting started here in Louisiana, so that means there's still plenty of time for you to share your harvest photos with us on social media. And whether you're harvesting grain or planting cane, we want to see all of your photos and videos from the field. So share your harvest post with the hashtag TWILA Harvest for a chance to win a special Yeti-themed TWILA prize pack. And who knows, we may even give away a few Yetis if you guys keep sharing all of those great photos and videos each week.
Now it's time for this week's TWILA trivia. Last week our question was, what percentage of U.S. ag products are produced on family farms and ranches? And the correct answer is C, 89%. This week our trivia question is, which urban area experienced the best view of Monday's total solar eclipse? Is it A, Seattle, B, Chicago, or C, Nashville? To enter this week's trending trivia contest, simply log on to your Facebook or Twitter account and post your answer with the hashtag TWILATrivia. Or you can always submit your answer on our website at twilatv.org.
Well, that does it for this edition of TWILA. Be sure to join us next week when we'll show you how farmers are helping first responders save lives.
Until then, you can watch all of our stories online at twilatv.org and be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
For all of us here at TWILA, thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.